Outlander fans, the moment we've been waiting for is finally here. Caitríona Balfe and Sam Heughan are now speaking out about the electrifying on-screen chemistry that has kept us glued to the screen for years. From heart-pounding kisses to the most intimate moments Jaime and Claire have ever shared, they're spilling the beans on behind-the-scenes secrets. And trust me, the truth is hotter, sweeter, and more surprising than anything you've ever seen. In a recent interview that's gone viral, Caitríona and Sam got candid about the undeniable on-screen chemistry that has defined Jaime and Claire's love story for nearly a decade. They talked about the passion and intimacy their characters exude, scenes that have left fans abuzz with theories and heated discussions on social media. Sam describes the process as a delicate blend of trust chemistry and emotional storytelling, while Caitríona admits that it's their comfort and closeness over the years that makes for such genuine and emotional moments on screen. Behind the sweet kisses and intimate scenes is a carefully choreographed process guided by intimacy coordinators and based on mutual respect between the two actors. Both stars have stressed that while their on-screen romance may feel real, it's their deep friendship and professionalism off-camera that makes those moments happen. Fans have long debated whether their chemistry is purely acting or if there's more to it. And while Caitríona and Sam insist their relationship is purely a friendship, these latest comments have only added to the curiosity and excitement surrounding their special bond. As Outlander enters its final season, the duo also teased that the most emotionally intense scenes between Jaime and Claire are still to come, promising a passionate farewell, just like why audiences fell in love with the couple in the first place. In recent interviews, director Juno Keating has revealed that from the moment she stepped onto the set, Caitríona Balfe appeared to be a true warrior who had been through a lot of fighting, even before the cameras rolled. Her physical transformation, becoming more toned and muscular than ever, was not only praised for her looks, but also for its undeniable authenticity. What makes Caitríona's career so surprising is this powerful surprise. After a decade of being known primarily for her gentle, restrained roles in period dramas, she now throws herself completely into the chaos, anger, and desperation of a character that leaves no room for humility. If Outlander makes her a household name with audiences around the world, this martial arts film could redefine how Hollywood views her. Caitríona's performance has a raw, authentic feel that has been compared to Hilary Swank's Oscar-winning performance in $1 Million Baby, but with a distinctly Irish quality that makes the role unmistakably her own. Behind the camera, Caitríona's team was equally dedicated to ensuring the film's success. Director Keating, known for her bold storytelling in films such as Stone to Dust and The Fifth Widow, insisted that the camera enter the ring breathing with the fighters, vibrating with the punches, and wincing with each miss. She used long handheld shots and natural lighting to enhance the sense of authenticity. Caitríona's performance benefits enormously from this direction. The bruises on her body look so real that many of them were actually suffered by her during filming. The tears were also completely unstaged. They were real, genuine tears. One scene that fans have been talking about is when Heughan punches a punching bag until her hand bleeds, sobbing in pain. This was not in the original script, but was Caitríona's instinctive reaction in the moment, and Keating decided to keep it as is. While this may be the most physically demanding role of her career to date, it also has an elusive emotional depth. Caitríona's character is not just a fighter in the ring, but is also struggling with feelings of abandonment, betrayal, public humiliation, and the loss of her mother, something she can't stop. Caitríona dives deep into these wounds without making the performance feel cheesy or overdone. She walks a fine line between vulnerability and strength, and she never misses a beat. The supporting cast also contributes significantly to the portrayal of the underground world of cramped gyms and night fights filled with blood and sweat. British actor Kingsley Ben-Adir plays the main character's former trainer and ex-lover, who is always torn between helping her get back on her feet or protecting her from another defeat. Young Irish actress Aisling O'Sullivan shines as Siobhan's sister, a former boxer whose career was cut short by a tragic accident. Most notably, in the character's battle with the male-dominated boxing world, we see Caitríona herself, an activist for gender equality in the arts. She reflects the relentless struggle of women to be seen as real opponents, not just sidekicks. The film was shot in Belfast and Dublin, bringing a sharp authenticity to the story. Far from the glossy Hollywood fare, the gyms are sweaty, the streets are rain-soaked, and the characters are often covered in dirt, grime, and heartache. This is not an Ireland for tourists, but an Ireland of missed opportunities and the small battles of the human soul. The industry is whispering about the film's awards potential. Caitríona has long been a critic's favorite, but this role could take her beyond the narrow-minded period drama fandom. If Outlander was her stepping stone, this boxing drama could be the rocket that takes her even higher. International film festivals are vying for the premiere rights, with the Toronto Film Festival rumored to be the most promising candidate. According to many rumors, Caitríona will appear on the red carpet not in long flowing dresses, but in exquisitely tailored suits, full of personality, befitting the image of a true warrior. In interviews promoting the film, Caitríona has been frank and open. She shared that playing Claire taught her a lot about emotional subtlety, but this new role allows her to explore anger and rebellion in a way she has never had before. She calls it liberating and feels like she is living every moment of the filmmaking process to the fullest. It is this passion that radiates from every scene she appears in. Besides the role, this move also marks a bold change in Caitríona's career path. She no longer wants to be safe, no longer wants to be just a television icon. She's aiming for serious cinematic respectability, and she's taking it with a vengeance, both on screen and off. And best of all, she's not doing it for the sake of mass popularity. This boxing film is uncompromisingly dark, at times hard to bear, and certainly not for the mass market. It's arty raw, and in many ways an anti-blockbuster, the antithesis of glossy commercial blockbusters. But it's this absolute commitment to authenticity that could propel Caitríona Balfe to the top of the serious film industry. As the fan reactions continue to pour in, the general sentiment is one of admiration and awe. Longtime Outlander fans are stunned by how Caitríona disappears in her new role. New fans are surprised to discover her true talent for the first time and wonder why they didn't know about her sooner. Social media is awash with GIFs, screenshots, and fan edits of the trailer, accompanied by tributes to the strength, resilience, and joy of seeing an actress given the chance to perform at her best. In one emotional post, one fan wrote, "Caitríona Balfe has always been strong, but this role proves she's unstoppable." That seems to be a growing consensus. Whether she's healing wounds in 18th century Scotland or bleeding out in a modern-day boxing ring in Belfast, Caitríona brings an undeniable depth, humanity, and fire that transcends genre. This career move is deeply symbolic. After years of struggling with fame, critical acclaim, and industry expectations, Caitríona Balfe has finally stepped into the ring not just as an actress, but as an artist. And she's not here to play nice, she's here to fight. In this new film, her gloves are ready, her gaze is steady, and the message is clear. Caitríona Balfe is just getting started. Caitríona, the international actress best known for her role as Claire Fraser in the long-running historical drama Outlander, is embarking on a bold new journey that has fans excited and the entertainment industry on edge. Her latest film, The Cut, has generated considerable excitement even before the official trailer is out. The film is not only a major departure from her previous roles, but also a profound step forward in her artistic development. Billed as a character-driven drama, The Cut promises to showcase Caitríona's raw, and emotionally intense side. Rumors of the project began circulating nearly a year ago when Caitríona was spotted in Berlin attending pre-production meetings. At the time, everything was still secret, but those close to the project described it as an unexpected challenge, pushing the limits of her talent. In a short time, information leaked out more and more, and when the film officially started shooting, the excitement turned into intense anticipation. Caitríona remained discreet, revealing only in a few short interviews that she was excited about this new challenge. The cut is directed by Marius Vogel, a German director whose works have made a big splash at European film festivals, thanks to their dark style, psychological weight, and uncompromising view of human fragility. He is known for films such as Through Glass Shadows and Whispers Between Walls, often combining surrealism with reality in a way that is both haunting and emotional. The collaboration with Caitríona marks Vogel's remarkable foray into mainstream cinema while allowing Caitríona to immerse herself in art house cinema with utmost honesty and grace. Director Marius Vogel, working with Polish cinematographer Anna Kowalska, decided to use 16mm film rather than modern digital, creating a haunting grainy texture that makes the past seem as if it is happening now. Long silent shots dominate the frame, allowing the audience to accompany Elise, feeling her unease, the heavy silences, and the weight of her memories. Caitríona Balfe, with her exquisite acting ability, uses silence as a sharp weapon in the film. Her eyes speak for themselves, expressing regret, fear, longing, and acceptance with a poignancy that only a master actor can achieve. The cut's music, composed by Icelandic artist Heughan Hafenson, blends spatial sounds, distant echoes, and delicate rhythms, adding to the sense of disorientation that Elise experiences throughout the story. With eerie images of abandoned buildings, foggy streets, and crumbling staircases, the film builds a world that is always on the brink of collapse. The story is further complicated by the appearance of a mysterious neighbor named Victor, played by Danish actor Clay Bang. Victor claims to have known Elise's uncle and seems to know many secrets in the house Elise has just inherited. As Elise begins to suspect his true motives, the tension between them escalates from curiosity to skepticism, even obsession. The interactions between Caitríona and Clay are explosively dramatic at times, sexy at times, deeply threatening, leaving the audience unable to guess whether he is friend or foe, or just a product of Elise's complex imagination. In addition to the psychological suspense, the cut also has a philosophical depth that sets it apart from other films of the same genre. The film is an exploration of memory, how we construct and recreate the past to fit who we are now, how trauma distorts those memories, and how sometimes forgetting is more dangerous than remembering. Balfe's performance is a fulcrum for these themes. Her Elise is intelligent, deeply introspective, and deeply wounded. A woman who craves answers but is terrified of what she might discover. She oscillates between moments of sharp clarity and emotional collapse, making for a character who is both disturbing and pitiful. Although the film is still in post-production, test screenings have received overwhelmingly positive feedback. Festival insiders who have seen a rough cut have praised Balfe's performance as a career-changing one, and in a stark contrast to her previous roles, there is growing talk that the cut will be a big presence on the European film circuit, possibly premiering at Cannes or Venice. Big-name distributors like A24 Neon and Netflix have also expressed interest in buying the rights, indicating confidence in the film's artistic merit and market appeal. Caitríona Balfe has been tight-lipped about the details of the film, but in a recent podcast, she shared some insights into the shooting experience. She described the process as both emotionally draining and creatively fulfilling. Balfe says working with Vogel was one of the most intense collaborations she's ever had, with a working method that included deep personal conversations between takes, long rehearsals, and even fully immersing herself in the role when she wasn't filming. To understand her character, Elise's slide into isolation, Balfe even lived in the dilapidated house that served as the main set for the duration of the shoot. In addition to her acting role, Balfe also serves as executive producer on the cut, a major step in her efforts to take control of her career. The role gives her a greater say in casting and script development and aligns with her strong voice for female empowerment in the entertainment industry. She's spoken about the need for actresses to move away from passive roles and actively create their own stories. And The Cut is the realization of that philosophy, a work that belongs to her, not just on screen, but behind the camera as well, thematically. The Cut is timely in a world still reeling from collective trauma, when conversations about mental health, memory, and personal truth are at the center of contemporary culture. The film is a mirror, distorted as it may be, but it is also honest. It challenges viewers to confront their own stories, to touch on the uncomfortable gaps between events and emotions, and to acknowledge the invisible cuts that everyone carries in their hearts. The buzz around The Cut is not just because of Caitríona Balfe, but because it is the kind of cinema that dares to be difficult, offering no easy answers or perfect endings. The film does not pander to expectations, but demands participation, empathy, and patience from the audience. In return, it promises to deliver a haunting experience that will stay in the minds of viewers long after the screen goes black. Balfe fans are eagerly awaiting the trailer and official release date, and one thing is certain: The Cut is more than just a new project for the actress. It's a statement that she's not bound by genre, past roles, or industry stereotypes. This is the kind of bold, intellectual, emotionally demanding work that defines a career. And Caitríona Balfe, it seems, is up for the challenge. Whether The Cut becomes a blockbuster or an underground gem, its importance in Balfe's career trajectory is undeniable. It shows a well-rounded artist who masters her craft, risks everything for the truth, and isn't afraid to delve into the darkest corners of the human soul. This is the next chapter in an extraordinary journey that fans will follow with admiration, curiosity, and unwavering loyalty.